Once again, we're at the Spearfish Salvation Army thrift store, and with me is RJ, the manager of the thrift store. April happens to be volunteer month, which is a good thing for people like you. Because how many people do you have coming into the store on a daily basis?
On an average, during the weekdays, about 100, and maybe on Saturdays, around 200.
And you do it all by yourself, or do you have volunteers?
We have volunteers.
How many volunteers do you have?
Currently, we have about 15 volunteers that volunteer throughout the week and the weekend.
And you can always use more.
Absolutely.
If someone wants to volunteer, how could they volunteer?
They can call our thrift store, they can ask for me, or they can call Angie Mason at the
Salvation Army in
Rapid
Rapid City. What's your number out here? Your telephone number.
605-642-0924.
All right, do you mind if I talk to one of your volunteers and see how happy she is working here? Over here on my left, this is Cheryl, a volunteer. How long have you been volunteering here, Cheryl?
I think I started in December. I used to always come in here all the time, and I loved it, and I always saw that they needed more help, and I thought I would volunteer.
Why do you volunteer? Is it a social thing where you get to meet these different people?
I think it's some way I can give back to the community, and it's Christian based.
Exactly. And what are your duties here? And how do you set your schedule?
Well, I can pretty much do whatever I want, what needs to be done, but I do like to ask my supervisors if they need me. If they do, then I do that. Otherwise, I try to rearrange things so they look pretty, clean up things.
And you go through the clothes, make sure that...
The clothes, we go through the clothes, make sure they're in good shape, and hang them up and try to get them on the floor as soon as possible so that we can have a good turnaround.
And you don't work 8 hours a day or anything like this, do you?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Some days I do.
But some volunteers don't. Some volunteers, if they want to work a couple of hours, they could come in and just put in a couple of hours.
Right, and I could do that too. And some days I only work a couple hours, but some days I'll work 8 hours. It just depends if I'm doing a project, I want to get it done.
And does RJ feed you guys? Here's every once in a while, some other people from the outside bring some food in.
And she feeds us with compliments too.
There you go. All right, anything else you want to say?
I love this store.